And they're off, almost to a perfect line. Early on, it's the debutant Blue Tempest who grabs hold and crosses in behind as Sedinadan on the running rail leads them early. In second place is King Casper in red and white, a G&C in third. Fourth place for Blue Tempest, and Silver Peak is at the back of the five-strong field, who are headed by Sedinadan as they race towards the exit to the back straight. Sedinadan leading by just over a length. King Casper in second, a G&C in the blue and orange, and the back two, Blue Tempest. Last of all, Silver Peak, about 5 lengths off the leader, and that leader, Sedinadan, strides on round the home turn, just being chased along at the back, Silver Peak, by William Buick to try and get a little bit closer. As out in the lead, Sedinadan's extended the lead to 2 lengths on straightening from King Casper. Third place for a G&C, again just bustled into the bridle, Silver Peak on the outside of Blue Tempest, as Sedinadan and King Casper travelling strongly at this stage in second place with a G&C. Now Silver Peak's just beginning to respond slightly, still only in fourth place as Sedinadan heads the field down towards the final 2.5 furlongs. King Casper for Jason Hart still waiting in the wings. Gradually Silver Peak on the left-hand side in the all blue is edging closer, still no closer than fourth though. Sedinadan tries to kick again off the front end. King Casper comes under pressure. A G&C and Silver Peak down the outside. Silver Peak now beginning a surging run, heads slightly to one side, but is in full cry now on the outside of Sedinadan. And Silver Peak took a little while to roll, but is now beginning to come away in the closing stages for William Buick and Charlie Appleby and begin to pay back some of that expensive purchase price. Silver Peak beats Sedinadan, a G&C, King Casper and Blue Tempest.
Yeah, you could see the penny dropping there with Silver Peak, just a little bit off the bridle early on, and then in the home straight almost came back right on the bridle, 2 out, and has won comprehensively in the end. Silver Peak beating Sedinadan, who made a brave effort from the front, but comprehensively second, and a G&C finishes third. But really, Silver Peak learning on the job and looking great at the finish.
6-7-2, Godolphin, Charlie Appleby win this for the 4th year in a row, and I think you'd have to take a positive view of this. Let's pick up the replay. Wasn't a particularly strong gallop, Peter. I didn't pick the likely pace setter out, but it was from stall 2 Sedinadan, who's definitely come on a fair bit from his Newbury run. I think he had not an easy time of it on the front end, but he set fairly sedate fractions. 2 lengths and 4. You wouldn't have predicted that early in the straight. 1 minute 42.8 seconds. So it is Sedinadan, followed by the well-back King Casper, followed by a G&C, who may well have run fairly close to his Sandown level, but certainly hasn't gone on and progressed much. And then we have Blue Tempest held up in 4th, and the winner, ultimately the emphatic winner, in 5th. And as Richard called it in the run, there were various little points just before this and perhaps just after, when he was still seeming a little immature. He didn't show too many signs of green this first time at Kempton, but in this small field, somewhat of a more tactical gallop perhaps, he did show immaturity. So it speaks very well for him in the end that he should pick them up and forge clear. It
was almost like William knew what he had under him. He was around that home turn, he just was still at the back of the field, and then as he's gone further in the home straight, watch him around 2 furlongs here, Graham, he's just nudged him along to get there, and then when he gets there, he almost like puts his hands down, does William. It's almost like, right, the horse, he knows his horse is going to take him, and then he takes him again, and the head goes up in greenness, but then he asks him and he goes.
Yeah, you touch on something handy there, Peter, because you can tell a lot, I think, from certain jockeys' body language if you follow them on a regular basis. And the way William just sort of sat down on him and didn't go for the whip, he does at this point just to teach him his job and set the seal, put a ribbon round it, and this horse has done it in really good style in the end. It's not a especially easy race to rate, but he was quickening up quite nicely in the final 2 furlongs there, mainly under hand riding. Intrigued to hear what William thinks about him, because Castleway went on from winning this race to pretty good things, it's certainly listed in Group 3 level. So here we are with a fairly easy to back favourite in the end, and he was probably even easier to back round the bend, but he's done it in handsome style.
Yeah. William, are you all right for a second? We're live on Racing TV, just a performance. It looked like it was a beautiful ride. You're holding on to his head and he was learning as you went. Is that how it felt?
Yeah, the ground's pretty slow out there and he's still learning, so he was just caught out a little bit early on and we ended up where we were, but I expected him to come into the race like he did, and yeah, he's a nice horse for the future.
When he put his head up and then he put it down, didn't he? He rode. It was almost like he thought, oh, I know what to do. Were he almost like learning as you rode?
Definitely, no. He was 100%. He was learning on the job, and he got a nice introduction first time at Kempton, and today again he's learned plenty. So yeah, I think he'd be a lovely horse for his 3-year-old campaign.
Any idea about an autumn plan, or will he just come out as a 3-year-old?
We'll see. I mean, Charlie and the team will make a decision, but he's a couldn't be more pleased with him today.
30 seconds more with your Maelstrom for Cheveley Park. Any thoughts?
First time, obviously good pedigree, and it's quite competitive. Obviously, the horse with the penalty of Hamad's, so he looked good when he won at Newmarket, the 2-down colt. So we'll see. And
Ella Donna no hood today, can still win though, possibly.
Yeah, she would like the conditions, and I won her at Nottingham, and then she won at Salisbury the time after. So hopefully today's going to suit her.
And just finally, Little Miss India handicap debut. William, final question.
Yeah, she comes out of a very good race at Leicester, stepping up in trip today. Fingers crossed.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us.
Very much.
Yeah, well done. Cheers.
Oh, top man. William Buick.